Hello, this is Project 1 of the Kids Code Camp, creating a website. In this demo, we'll show how to create a simple web page. So creating the Hello World demo, we'll first start with our web page, and what we'll do is type a heading 1 element with the content Hello World, and then end heading 1. By typing the less than, H1, and then the greater than sign, we created a start tag or a beginning tag. And then we type the content, hello world, and then we close the tag or close the element with an end tag of H1. And that's it. We've just created our first HTML page. Now what we would like to do is go through some of the examples of exercises. The first exercise will create headings. H1 is a heading, H2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's headings from 1 through 6. In this exercise, we're going to create a heading for each number. And then we're going to click the test button to validate our progress. So we type less than, H1, greater than, and we can say just heading 1, and then we end the element with a less than, a slash, and H1 and greater than. And we can click the test button to confirm now that we have an H1, but we need 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So to do that, we just simply type H2, heading 2, H3, heading 3, H4, heading 4. And you can see we're starting with the H1, closing with the H1. Same thing for H2, H3, H4. And you can see that the default setting for these gets smaller as we add them. And we can click our test button and see that we just have 2 more to go. H5, heading 5, H6, heading 6. And at this point, we should see our headings getting smaller, smaller, and smaller. And if we run our test to verify, we get a success. So we've completed exercise 1. Let's go back and do exercise 2. Exercise 2, paragraphs. So just like H1s are headings, there's a symbol for paragraph, which is P. And what we're going to do is we're going to create 3 paragraphs, and then we're going to hit the test button to confirm that we've created them. We're going to use the text above to write out these paragraphs. So we'll type P using the less than, the P, and the greater than to start our paragraph. And then we're going to type the paragraph. And once we finish our paragraph, we're going to add the less than, the slash, and P, and greater than to end that particular element. And if we run test, it should say that we need 3 paragraphs. So we're going to add 2 more. And let's do that real quick. I'm just going to type to say, you want to finish the rest of this paragraph, and we'll end that, and then we'll start to the third paragraph, and start typing the third. And we'll end, do dot dot dot, P. And you notice for 3 paragraphs we have a P start tag, a P end tag for each paragraph. And we run test, and we should have success. So that's the paragraph tag. And let's go back to the third exercise, list. So list, you can do 2 types of list. You can do an unordered list or an ordered list. An unordered list will list the items and not provide any kind of numeric order indicator. The ordered list will provide a numeric order indicator. So in this case, it's unordered, so it'll just provide bullets as a display. If I change this to do an OL, it will provide each line item as a 1, 2, 3 in the list. Now, one thing to pay attention to, this is the first time we're actually using nested elements. So we define a parent element of UL, and then we define children elements of LI, our list item. And we have to have each list item contained in the start and end tag of the UL item. So let's go ahead and practice that. In this exercise, create an unordered list of 3 colors. So we'll just type UL for unordered list, and we'll go ahead and end our unordered list. And then in the middle, we'll type LI, green, LI, blue, LI, red. You can see on the right that it creates 3 bullets, and we hit test, and we successfully created this exercise. If we wanted to do unordered list, we can just simply change the UL with OL, and we get an ordered list where it prints numbers. And then we go to unordered, and we get bullets. And that's pretty much it with list. The biggest thing to take away is the ability to nest elements within each element. Layout. So in this exercise, we're going to learn about a couple of layout features. Some of the common layout features is a header, main, section, article, and footer. And just like the H1, the P, the UL, and the LI, we wrap these with less than and greater than to create tags, and then we put content in between them. By using this semantic markup, we can describe how our page will look. So if we want to look at this example, we start with body, and then we have a header element. Inside the header element is an H1 element with the name HTML document. And then we have a main element, section, nav, and then another section, article, header, chapter 1, chapter 2, and in each article we have a header, and then we have data inside that. And then at the end we have a footer. And now these elements don't necessarily start formatting. In a future exercise, we'll learn how to format these elements to change the appearance of the output. So in this exercise, we'll use the section and article elements to create a nested grouping in the main element. Here's some text that we want to add in our article. So let's give that a shot. Here we have header and main and footer. So we want to create a section, and inside that section we're going to create an article. And inside that article we're going to insert this paragraph. and I'm going to copy and paste it for time constraints. And we're going to run test, and we have a success. So basically, we created a section. In that section, we created an article, and in that article, we added a paragraph. Congratulations, you have completed all of the exercises of creating your first web page.